Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy. Let's head over to Thurston County and watch as Jenny gets ready for her arraignment. I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
So, Mr. McClellan, was that, or I don't have jabs, so I don't know what happened there. Wasn't it already dismissed, I thought?
Which case?
Clock, Kyle Allen, can you bring that up for me?
So, I mean, I can.
All right, so this is set for a final hearing. Are we ready to take Mr. Allen's case while we let Ms. Kamari talk to everyone?
Well, it may, I know we had Mr. Comfort as a counsel when he did. So see, I don't know if he intends to have counsel today.
Well, we'll just wait till 10 and see Mr. Comfort is going to be here or not. You don't think so?
No, he was not able to.
Okay. Well, we'll I don't know, Mr. McClellan, you need to be kind of.
Yeah, I'll know. There's a few on 10 we can't take that I know they're fully compliant with dismissals. I know Mr. Allen, it's on also for compliance review because we're looking for a proof of substance use evaluation and there's still a probation fee owed.
So Mr. Comfort, Mr. Allen, why don't you come on up here and at least we can talk about what's going on. Mr. Comfort is still the attorney of record. He hasn't withdrawn. Have you talked to him recently?
I did.
Okay.
He said he was not able to make it today. And then I asked him what I should do. And he said, just go to the courtroom and then present what you have. So.
All right. So let's see, Mr. McClellan. So you entered this agreement a year ago, and the thought was that this simple assault DV would be dismissed. And we've never received proof that you got the substance use evaluation treatment. And you still owe some fines. So we never got proof of that.
Oh,
maybe you sent it to your attorney, or I don't know. But do you have things to file today? It looks like.
So I talked to the clerk back when I took the outpatient rehab.
Yep.
And they were saying that they were. So Anthony was the person who would communicate from Royal Life Center in Lacey to the clerk's office. And he said that he was sending.
Whose clerk's office? District court? Probation? Do you know? Yeah, that seems to be the mix.
Presumably the right one. I guess not.
Yeah.
But I do have the certificate that they gave me at the end.
Okay.
And I do have proof that I paid the $120. It was $122.82.
And we just did that today, or?
No, that was back in.
Can you check?
4/3/2023.
All the way back. And you paid it to the Thurston County District Court. Do you have a receipt there from
Thurston County District Court?
Right? Was there other cases that was applied to? No. 4/3 paid in full. Okay, good. So the issue then is the evaluation and treatment, and you think you have compliance. So sounds like it's better than we thought. So Mr. McClellan and Mr. Allen, what I think we need to do is set this over for Mr. Comfort to be available, because that's your attorney, and the court and the prosecutor are kind of limited in what we can do as long as he's not present. And but everything you have, you need to get filed with the district court, and you can stop at the front counter. Looks like something's laminated, and maybe you want to hang on to that. I don't want you to lose that. Maybe make copies and get those into the court.
Okay.
And in the meantime, you talk to Mr. Comfort. We have a fuller hearing. We have that, and maybe we can get to the end of this in the way we wanted, rather than where it looked like before I met you today. So that's kind of how we have to do it. So we're going to set a date today, and then you'll talk to Mr. Comfort. So Mr. McClellan, we'd put this on a Thursday at 10, or I think other times.
Yeah, if it's still a final hearing, I think that makes sense. And Mr. Comfort can reach out to me, and once those proof is filed, I can work with counsel or Mr. Allen. If everything's satisfied, we might be able to address it prior to that hearing with next part to dismissal. So I'll keep an eye on that.
Okay, so let's see. Let's pick a date. About 3 weeks. I don't know. What do you got that's open? Thursday. Let's see. So your next steps are to get filed everything that you think you've got. We see that you paid, so you don't have to worry about that. We've taken that off. May 9th? Okay, let's do May 9th. At what time? 10? Okay, 10 a.m., May 9th. We're gonna hand you a notice of that.
Okay.
Are we sending text message reminders? Okay, so we'll send you a text message reminder of that as well.
Okay.
And so stand on the court notice. And let's see, we don't, yeah, that's what we're asking for. So what number should we send a text message reminder to?
1 second. I
Sure.
didn't bother to memorize my new number.
You're gonna talk to Mr. Comfort, you're gonna file everything you got
Okay.
with the court before that next hearing, and your attorney and Mr. McClellan are gonna talk, and then we'll
Okay.
be back May 9th.
Okay. Can I ask one more question?
Sure.
So in terms of, some property was held by Lacey PD.
Okay,
And I'm just wondering what is the correct avenue for getting that
wait
back?
until May 9th, and if it gets dismissed, then we'll do an order. It sounds like, I don't know the background and I can't access my file here,
Okay.
but that could very well resolve that issue then too.
Okay. Thank you.
Talk to Mr. Comfort about that too.
Yeah, and I can
Okay.
say absent any other barriers, the evidence custodian usually confirms with us, it's dismissed, and then usually can be released.
Okay. Thank you.
Can you somehow make it, I guess, whoever did LSL, who was LSL? Ah, okay, so that entry, whoops. That entry needs to get corrected considering it. So if you could make sure that that happens, I don't know whether Laura does it or whoever does it, and then we know what we're going forward. For the court notice for him. Oh, just a court appointment notice. You have one of those. That's it.
Pardon me, Your Honor.
Yep, we know you're there, Miss Sinclair. We're working on some others. You're in the right place.
All right, thank you.
Sure. Yeah, good job. Congratulations. So that's all for today. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, nice to see you, Ms. Ganem. See you next time.
Pardon me? Am I?
Claire, just mute your microphone. We're not quite with you yet.
Okay.
Out of the break room.
All right. And let's see, Ms. Sinclair. All right. So we're at 9 o'clock calendar for an arraignment. We got Ms. Sinclair. Yeah, Ms. Sinclair. Okay. You ready to settle down and have a hearing? Get your coat off and sit down. There we go. All right, Ms. Sinclair. So you're Jennifer.
Correct.
Okay. What's your date of birth? Okay. Let me turn to Ms. Kamari, who you've been talking with.
Your Honor, whenever right, she has no questions. We waive formal reading of the complaint. We are not stipulating to probable cause for purposes of today's hearing only and asking the court to enter a plea of not guilty. She is requesting court-appointed counsel as she only receives TAMP at this time.
All right. So Ms. Sinclair, as to this allegation of theft from March 29th, the courts, oh, let me just pause here. So someone on the telephone, can you tell us who you are?
Yeah, me, Amanda?
Amanda what? What's your last name?
Oh, Zurich? Am I on you? No, I'm sorry.
Oh, we've got you on two ways. So we only need you one
I'm so
way,
sorry.
either through the phone or on Zoom otherwise. So choose your entry.
I don't know which one.
Well, get
Okay.
rid of one of them. It sounds like you were doing well with the other. So now we know who's on
Okay,
that phone. And you've got two phones on now and Zoom. So you're going to have to kind of figure that one out. We'll work with you. So now just mute
I'm
everything.
sorry.
We know who you are and what's going on, and we'll come back to you.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Sinclair, thanks. I just needed to find out who that was, and now we know. So, Ms. Sinclair, that allegation of theft that was alleged to have occurred March 29th, we're entering a plea of not guilty to that. And I'm appointing counsel to represent you from Pacific Point Defense. And we'll get you information on how to contact Pacific Point Defense if you don't have it already. And then I'm going to hear from the prosecutor about just basic facts, not that you're guilty, but just are there enough facts for the court to consider setting release conditions or possible restrictions on your behavior until you resolve this case. And one way or the other, we're going to set a new court date and order you back to court for that. So let me hear from Mr. McClellan about the possible brief facts.
His factual basis for theft comes from Officer Kim of the Lacey Police Department that on March 29th, 2024, while on patrol, he walked inside the Walmart Lacey for business check. He was informed that there was a reported shoplifter inside. One of the loss prevention employees, Holly Ann Taylor, stated that a female had gone through the self-checkout and didn't scan 2 items and concealed them inside a purse that she had purchased. The prevention officer stated that the female had walked outside and passed all points of sale with the stolen merchandise. Female was contacted outside and they went back inside into the loss prevention office. The Officer Kim notes the female was identified as Jennifer Sinclair through a Washington driver's license and booked into custody for that.
Right, so in a moment there, Miss Sinclair, to get settled. You've lost.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, I just want you to get settled and sit down and be ready to have the
Okay.
hearing. Yeah, moving around really makes everybody woozy. So, all right, get you settled there. All right, well, it sounds to me like there's facts sufficient for probable cause. Ms. Kamari, is there something I should be thinking about?
Yes, Your Honor. At the time she was detained immediately after she left the store, she had purchased items. They refunded those items, and then there's no discussion about what items had been purchased and what items had actually been refunded to see if there is any difference in those items. And then she went through checkout, and then she went past the individual that checks the receipts at Walmart, and no issues had been identified at that time.
Just a purse that was purchased, 2 items inside the purse that were not purchased, that what you're alleging from the report?
Pardon me?
Mr. McClellan, I'm talking to.
So yeah, I mean, I think so. The information that I'm hearing from Ms. Kamir, I don't know if that's coming from Ms. Sinclair, not in the report that I'm aware of. But so yeah, the allegations are the loss prevention employee witnessed her go through the self-checkout. They had 2 items concealed in her purse that stealing inside
Those
purse.
had not been paid for.
Right.
And they were not her property. Before she came in, they were in a purse that was purchased at that time.
Right. That's the way I read the report. Yes.
All right. Well, this is not, there may be defenses, there may be more information, but as to probable cause to set release conditions, I do find that it's there. So I'm going to ask the lawyers, Mr. McClellan, on that. What are you asking of the court?
I believe he's posted bail. So in addition, it's asking for no criminal law violations, no contact with Walmart.
And Ms. Kamari?
No objection, Your Honor. Would request that the bail be exonerated.
Okay. All right, so Ms. Sinclair, you're gonna stay out of custody as long as you don't go back to the Walmart store in Lacey and you don't violate the law. I'm gonna do a little dog care there.
Hello? Sorry.
Yep, I can hear co-counsel in the background. I understand. All right, so just don't go back to the Walmart store and don't violate the law, all right? And we're gonna come back.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hang on a second, we got more to do. May 14th? 9 a.m. So at 9 o'clock in the morning on May 14th, you're back in court with your attorney. And would you like a text message reminder of that next court date?
Yes, please.
Okay, what's that number?
Yeah, that's a good address.
Okay, now I understand dogs, but next time you're gonna have to figure out a way that we can have a hearing without your dog. So you can always come into court. So if you have any questions, did we put in the chat? Or Ms. Kamari, were you able to tell Ms. Sinclair how to contact specific point or not?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so we're going to put in the chat as well, Ms. Sinclair, how to contact Pacific Point Defense, and any questions going forward, you talk to your lawyer, all right?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I'll
right.
come in.
Any other questions now?
Nope. Wait,
Okay.
okay, yeah, nothing. I'm good. May
Well, if
14th.
anything
Okay.
comes up, talk to your lawyer and we'll see you on May 14th. And that's
you,
it.
Okay, and you did get my phone number, correct?
You got your phone number.
All right, thank you.
So long.
Bye-bye.